And what are my siblings like growing up? Well, there were, like I say, 4 brothers and 4 sisters. And all of them were married except for George, which is we called Junior, and Gerald, and Violet, and Jack. And Jack went off to war. And so really there was just the 3 siblings that was at home. And Violet had never had a bedroom to herself before they moved to Albion. And she wasn't about to share with me. So she said, "You've got to sleep in the twin bed in Mom and Dad's room. I'm going to have my own room." Jack had a room before he went to the Army, and Gerald and Junior had to share their bedroom. When Jack went to the Army, then I got a bedroom. And I always had that bedroom. I had the bedroom looking out the front of the house. Violet had the one looking in the back, and Gerald and Junior had the one looking at the other direction. And on the other side of the house was a bedroom that was never finished. The room was never finished. That was our scary room, where we like to scare people. But Dad knew that we would go through the ceiling because we went in there. So he put boards in there that we could walk on, which was smart. But we would get in there and then we would scare each other, and it was just our scary room. And my siblings were really, really good to me. I think they kind of spoiled me, except for my brothers would give me a pretty bad time because I was kind of a spoiled brat. I wanted to go with them when they went places. And of course they were teenagers and did not want little sister going. I can see that now. But I cried to Dad, and Dad would always give me whatever I wanted. And I knew that. And it was kind of funny because they would either take me and duck my head. They'd take me by the heels and duck my head in the water, in the ditch, so I'd have straight hair, and I could not go with them because my hair would be straight, or they would pay me to stay home. I liked being paid the best. But when I did go with them, so they didn't have to have me tagging along with their running around with their friends, they would take me to the movie theater, which was in Albion, and give me money to go to the theater and not to tell Mom and Dad. Then they'd give me money that I could go to the JC Cafe, which was right next to the movie theater, and sit until they came back for me. They gave me money to buy fries. I think that's why I'm not too crazy about French fries right now. But I had lots of French fries when I was growing up, sitting and waiting for my 2 brothers to come back. But they were good to me, other than doing things like that. They paid me to milk the cow if they had to go somewhere. They'd pay me to shine their shoes. And it was fun growing up with them. My older brothers and sisters that were married always gave me Christmas presents when I was little, which is unusual. I didn't have many Christmas presents before. In our home, we didn't have lots of money, so everyone got one present, and that was it. And it was really fun on Christmas Eve. Dad and the boys would go and get a Christmas tree, and we'd decorate the Christmas tree. And then my dad would get excited and, "Let's open the presents." And Mom would say, "No, it's not Christmas." And he kept after it, and he'd get the presents, and he'd shake them, and, "What is in this present? What's in this one?" And we would all make guesses, and before the night was over, we had the presents opened. Mom wasn't too happy with that, but my dad was. So he was fun. He was a fun dad. In the evenings, would often, well, almost every evening, we'd listen to the radio, play checkers, and then Dad and I would have a bowl of cornflakes before bedtime. So he was a good dad. He loved us.